Good morning, everybody. It's 7 a.m. and I'm still at mountain crossing. I'm finding it hard to get motivated today. But made a rookie mistake. And let me show you what I'm talking about. Some of you guys might have seen my video where I had a pack full of gear get stolen out of my vehicle. So I got the exact same pillow because I loved it. I love the way it cushioned my head. I got it delivered on November 26th this past year. I just didn't even take it out of its package. I just left it in there. Well, last night, there's no pillows here. So I got it out, blew it up, laid my head on it. After about 15 minutes, my head touched the bed. So I'm not going to say what brand it is. You might be able to tell just by looking at it, but I'm not going to say what brand it is because I sent a message to him on Amazon asking for a replacement or a refund. So we'll see what it is, but right now I'm carrying a useless pillow. I only got 12 miles to go today, so I may end up waiting until the store opens and go in and get a pillow, because it is rough sleeping on folded up clothes sometimes. They slide around everywhere and it never seem to be comfortable. But anyway, I'll show you, let you know more about what I decided to do. But yeah, this is the bunk room. Kind of a nice space. It's in the historic building. As you go through the arches, it's down in the basement off to the left. Okay, leaving mountain crossing. I'm kind of cheating today. Most of my stuff was picked up by the folks at the Green Dragon Hostel. They're really good people. I'm gonna try to bust through and do a 20-mile day. It is now 8:25, so, but since everything's so much lighter, I can go so much faster. Wouldn't normally done this, but you know, I'm trying to do 110 miles in 7 days or so. I got an extra day to play with if I need it, but you know, I made a promise to my wife, so I'm trying to stick to it. But yeah, up and at 'em. 20-mile day, Unicop Gap, here I come. Just went through all that spiel and forgot to hit the record button. So, in case I didn't say it before, welcome to day 3. I just topped the Leland mountain. I'm averaging right now about 2.4 miles an hour. Hope I can keep up the pace today, since the people at the Green Dragon Hostel pivoted for me. I was planning on staying with them Sunday night and then spending the night on trail, but I gotta get the miles in order to keep that promise to the wife. So you know, I texted them this morning and they pivoted, came and got a lot of my stuff at mountain crossing, and now they're gonna pick me up at Unicop Gap. So I owe it to them to push as fast as possible so I don't put them out of their way anymore than what I already have. But definitely great people, definitely a good place to stay. So we'll see. So this is the top of Cow Rock Mountain, my second mountain of the day. I think it's like 36.7, something like that. So I'm a quarter way through my day. And it's 10 to 11. Definitely remember this spot. Subman and I stopped here and had a bite to eat, but it was a lot clearer, a lot nicer day that day. These rocks are wet. I gotta watch my step. I tend to get slick when they're like this because of the lichen. But moving on. So this is a Tesnatee Gap. 6 miles from where I left off, or from where I started this morning. And it's 11:22. I had to stop and switch water bottles. Definitely gonna have to stop at the first shelter and camel up a little bit. Anyway, it got cold down here. That guy's still looking for him though. Not quite the spectacular view, but still, with all the fog and haze, pretty good. So last year, Subman and I got dropped off at the Tesnatee Gap, and it was like 20 degrees with like a 20-mile-an-hour constant wind, gusting probably up to 30. And we went from there to Unicop Gap. So, tell you what, coming out of the gap really took a lot out of me, slowed me down. I'm gonna have to get up here and definitely have to sit down and eat a snack and rest my legs some. I usually just keep on hiking and eating, but 3 days of this hard hiking is really taking it out of me. So I'm coming in the Hogpen Gap. Parking area's right up there. There was a shelter before you started the descent in the Hogpen Gap, but it was 1.2 miles off trail. There's no way I was going to it, so. They say there's water down there, but I'm good for right now. I need to check where the next water source is, though. Hope you don't mind. I'm getting you guys in action. Well, one of you in action anyway. Hi, how you doing?
Hey, good. How you doing?
Good.
Have a good one.
So I made it to Low Gap Shelter. Had to stop to take a bio break. That's privy stop number 2 for those that are counting, which I am. But got a little less than 10 miles to go to Unicop Gap. I'll definitely be coming in the dark. Green Dragon is thinking 7 o'clock, and me, I'm thinking they have more faith in me than I do. But I'm wore out already. I was talking at the shelter, an older gentleman, Air Force veteran. He's had his niece out hiking to see how she liked it, and he was doing this section in hopes that they would meet some northbounds. And I was the only one, so they're hoping to see more. But he and I sat down there and talked. He actually trail maintains there right before you go into Fontana Dam. It was nice to talk with him. He was maybe it's just me not looking at far out right, but I thought it was kind of dry water sources, and he says, nah, there's several stream crossings I'll be hitting. So, but anyway, moving on down the road. Turned out to be a beautiful afternoon after all that stuff this morning. Not that I appreciate it much. I'm just I'm running low on gas in the tank, and I've got just a little over 5 miles left. So I've got a little bit less than 5 miles to the day. I know, don't I look beautiful with my hat all cockeyed, and I've got like 30 minutes left of daylight, which night hiking's fine. I don't mind it. I do have to go up Blue Mountain, which is a fairly steep climb, or seems to be. I can't remember what it was like last year. But on a side note, I think I'm getting sick. I noticed it yesterday. I've had it a few times before in my life, well, several times, I guess. It's called pleurisy. It's where your lung, like an infection in your lung, or it's not an infection in your lung. It's an infection between the lining of your lung and your chest wall. And I was having trouble catching my breath and having pain on the right side of my chest on the outside. Coming up Blood Mountain yesterday, and it's like it abnormally sapped my strength too. But and then last night when I was trying to go to sleep, it was almost like I was having cramps in my rib cage on my right side. So nobody worry, it's not a heart attack, it's not heart related, but it's getting harder to breathe on that side of my chest, and it's definitely sucking my energy beyond the exhaustion that I should be feeling from hiking. But I'm gonna get some miles in here. My pickup is gonna be at Unicop Gap, and I still have to go over Blood Mountain, or Blue Mountain. Later. My watch just told me it's 10 minutes to sunset, and I'm not sure how far I've got to go. Having trouble catching my breath even on these downhills. Oh man, anyway, you guys don't need to hear this, but still got to go up Blue Mountain. Not sure if I've hit the gap or not. I hate looking at far out. It's either depressing, usually, and I still haven't fixed my cap. I'm going to show you how rugged the trail is. So when it gets dark, it's going to be slow going. Not that it's already slow going for me, but it's dark and I feel like crap. Night hiking's not bad though. Just got to watch your step. The AT is so well trodden down that it's kind of hard to get off trail. That right there is where some man took a header last year. I would know it anywhere. So today was 21.3 miles. The last 2 miles of it was in the dark. Got picked up back to the Green Dragon Hostel. Yeah, I'm still having trouble on my right side. The best way to explain it, I may have already said this, I've got hiker brain going on right now, but the best way to explain it is it's like having a runner's side stitch constantly. And even on the flats and the downs, I was having trouble catching my breath. Heart rate's fine, legs are felt strong, just found it hard to breathe. I learned a long time ago, this isn't my first bout. It's like I said, it's either a pulled muscle or I've gotten pleurisy. And when I had pleurisy before, I learned the hard way never to say shortness of breath. Because as soon as you say shortness of breath, no matter what you tell a doctor or physician, they start checking out your heart, and that's not what's wrong with me. Anyway, so we'll close out this video. Shout out to Donna and Bill for going above and beyond for me. I much appreciate it. We'll see what tomorrow brings, but if I took a 0 to try to even feel better, I wouldn't make my goal, and I'd be somewhere where it'd be some harder for people to come get me. So with that said, we'll see what tomorrow morning brings. This is Wolfie, TTFN, ta-ta for now. So I spoke to my wife, and what we decided to do was to go ahead and for me to just come home. The people at the Grove Hostel had my vehicle, and they said they would come pick me up. So that's what I did, and I drove home and decided to go to the doctor the following day and get checked out. So I gave myself yesterday to rest up. Had a rough night last night, so I'm going in here to urgent care and see what they say. So just saw the nurse practitioner. Of course, what I figured they'd order me a chest x-ray, so we'll see what that brings. On a personal note, I'm having a really bad hair day. So x-ray's done. My resting heart rate was 54 beats a minute, and 110/60 was my blood pressure. Pretty good for a guy my age that doesn't take any kind of high blood pressure medicine or anything. So we'll see what the x-ray comes back. Probably won't be much on it, so we'll see. So as I expected, the chest x-rays came back clear. They think it was probably a bronchial attack caused by the moisture and the cold, which it's getting ready to rain here at home too, so, and that's exactly what I was in on Saturday, just a lot of moisture in the air, and it'd been raining all night, and the cold and sucking in the high humidity, so they're probably right. So they gave me an albuterol inhaler, so when I go back to trail, I'll definitely make sure that is in my hip pocket of, or my, not my hip pocket, but in my hip belt pocket. So I'm gonna go pick that up now. Go pick up something to eat and take back home for my wife, who I let her enjoy the morning in bed. She didn't even know I came this morning. So and get ready for my Vegas trip, and then after that head back to trail. This is Wolfie. Don't be me. Don't force yourself to hike that 20 miles in the cold, wet rain. Anyway, TTFN. I will see you guys. I'll give you an update from somewhere about when I'm going to get back on trail and what I'm doing in between. Later.